Everyone, welcome to Sandbox Security's podcast session. Today we have Dr. Hisham in our podcast. Welcome, Dr. Hisham. Hello everyone, welcome to Sandbox Security's podcast session. My name is Rahul Purohit. I'm a CEO and founder of Sandbox Security. Today we have Dr. Hisham in our podcast. Welcome, Dr. Hisham.
Thanks, Rahul.
Dr. Hisham doesn't need any, the introduction. He's coming from the so many different background, I will say. So, Dr. Hisham, you were first while I was looking your LinkedIn page as well as I was having a discussion with you previously, right? I understood that you were a dentist. From there, you have started your journey in tech. Then you found out the largest dentist healthcare app. Then you moved to the fintech, right? So I just want to understand your journey from dentist to the fintech and the healthcare sector. How was it?
Thanks, Rahul, and thanks for hosting me at the podcast. And it's an honor to be here on the first episode, and looking forward for more and more for your success in this. Being a dentist is a different journey actually from what I'm currently doing. Dentistry, it's a study for me. It was an educational background. My family was looking for me and my brothers to be in the same Arabic typical family where you have a dentist, engineer, a doctor, and all types of high profile skilled people. Dentistry, actually, when I started studying between UAE and Egypt, where I got my implantology certificate and Bachelor of Dental Surgery, and then I went to UK. I've been studying in Salford University to earn a master degree in leadership and health management. But from there, I had switched into entrepreneurship journey. And that's given me the idea about why entrepreneurship is not within dentistry. We usually go to dentist because we feel the pain, right? But the process of going to a dentist is not that easy. And it's different from one country to another, different from one culture to other. MENA region is different than Europe, different than Asia. So I was looking into that, and I started to set up the concept between NHS, Ministry of Health, the board of Singapore, looking into how a patient can have an access to a dentist. But that was also a little bit of a challenge, because accessibility sometimes is easy, but affordability is not there.
I agree.
And sometimes the affordability is there, but the access is not there. The idea of Udens came from that part, how to combine both of them, how to be accessible for a dentist, how it can be affordable for a patient, how to increase the revenue of a dentist, how to give the best service of a patient at the same time. We started in UK actually, but then we adapt back to Dubai. From Dubai, we had our main exposure. The infrastructure of innovation and entrepreneurship in Dubai in that year 2016, It was in a booming, and it has supported us a lot. We built the whole infrastructure around the community and to look how Dubai can benefit, especially at that time. Dubai Health Tourism was also exercising how to enhance the inflow patients from other countries. Dentistry was one of the angles for Dubai tourism experience. We started the application, we started the app. We've been launched in EDIC, one of the largest dental shows around the world, Dubai Dental Show, for 3 years in a row. And we had gained a lot of traction. Our platform currently have 8,000 dentists.
Oh.
And over 100,000 bookings had been done. But again, with the development and the AI and the situation in UAE, how it has been developed, the infrastructure about blockchain, about NFTs, Udens was also adapting. So we are testing the future actually here every time with dentistry. Going from there, we start to look into other new trends which is coming at that time, the fintech, the insurtech, and we see how we can combine both of them. But the journey being a dentist into what I am currently today, it helped me a lot. It gave me an exercise to learn from the failure, to stand again and again. Sometimes it works, sometimes it did not work. But I'm proud being a dentist, but I'm proud at the same time to be an entrepreneur within the same field.
So I think it's good to say, Dr. Hisham, that it was the journey which you had from dentistry to the entrepreneurship, right? It was more like the idea to take the services to the more like the as much as possible to the different human beings, right? To access of those dentistry services to a lot of people, right? That's why the idea came to include the medical science in terms of the technology, right? That's how you find out the application basically from the dentist perspective. Dr. Hisham, when we are having discussion previously, right, we also discussed about that you got the honor of Future 100 in UAE, right? So want to understand more on that, like how it changed your opinion about the industry, as well as what you're doing, your objective in terms of the providing the services to the more people. So how it changed, how it is changed personally to you, as well as the entrepreneurship side.
For us, it was a true credibility of what we did. You see, you can work day and night. You are changing a lot of things, and you are testing. And being nominated and being listed as a Future 100 by UAE government, Ministry of Economy and Ministry of the Future, it shows us we are being recognizable. We are on a track. What we do is something that really account, giving us more credibility and giving us the trust. Because even if you build the best technology, the element of the trust is very important. And that was like a trust certificate for us. That continuously making us to develop more and to enhance what we are doing more in a term of service and a term of production which we are doing. So being listed, it's like a payback for whatever nights you had spent leaving your family alone, and all the hassles you are taking within the journey of entrepreneurship. It's not something difficult. It's not something easy. It needs a commitment, but it pays back with some recognition like this.
Right, and it also something like the idea where what you have started as a kind of a social service, and when you got this particular award, right, so that visibility got to the more people. They were all able to get the more benefit out of this particular healthcare in the application which you are having. Dr. Hisham, you like coming from a different background, and in the tech also, like you have the you have built the companies in the healthcare, you have built the companies in the fintech and the insurance, right? So what is that the common thread, the mindset which is there in all three different sector, which is there and which is giving you the feeling that yes, this is something which I have to do, and this is something which I should be doing?
For me, it's about solving a problem. Mainly it's about solving a problem. Either it's a health tech or fintech or insurtech. Technology is I'm looking into technology, how it can solve that problem. So I'm looking into the process. I'm looking into studying what elements can be changed, not only disrupt. The best technology can be there, but where to use it and how to use it and what results you are looking for is the most important thing. For me, it's always about solving a problem, either in insurance sector, in the health sector, in the fintech sector. It's about what we can solve and how we can make people trust our solution, to use it and to start to be more adaptable. Sometimes it works, sometimes it does not work. Sometimes regulation will help you, sometimes it will be against you. But for me, building the solution around the problem that I see within the business we are developing and creating, the same sectors we are looking for. We are not taking the whole solution or the whole business as a package. Sometimes I'm looking into element inside the business. So if we say about the insurance is a huge dinosaur actually. So sometimes what we are looking in solution into the sales part of it, not the underwriting part. In the payment solution, we are not looking into acquiring solutions, but we are looking more into accessibility solutions, more features. So you can use a QR code, you can use a payment link. This type of features which can be used by a customer or a user, which is giving him more than a convenience experience. At the same time, what I'm focusing on is what is the return back on it, the ROI of it. Using that solution can save cost or it can generate more revenue, more than not only for the owners to adapt that current solutions. Today, it's not easy to let them change their systems or change their solutions. But when we come with a problem, show them where is the problem, show them what solution we are building, what benefit they can get. That's where I'm feeling very more than happy to keep building a lot of solutions.
Great. So if I may ask, like for the young entrepreneur, the new entrepreneurs who are coming, right? So what do you suggest, like one thing they should be doing in their journey out of your experience, which you can say that, like, guys, you should be doing this thing if you want to be a successful entrepreneur?
Don't fear failure at all. You will fail. You need to sit again, study it again, and look into it again. Failure is something that you can learn from.
Yeah.
And don't be married to what you are doing. At the end of the day, you are building something that people are looking for, either to generate revenue and money and income, either to help them in doing their daily process.
I agree.
Either if it's even health or insurance or fintech. I'm not that big expert in it, but more we are solving the solutions, right? But we will fail. So if you want to be a success, 1, 2, 3, 4, not a problem. As long as you are committed and you want to deliver it, it will happen. And one time, there will reach a point where your solution will be more valuable. Some solution you build will never be used. So don't get affected with that. But that experience on building that, it will add for you for the next. So entrepreneurship is really about commitment and not fearing of the failure. That's the two things. Cash will come, money will come, funds will come. Because currently, even we had several rounds of raising fund, right? But one of the rounds which we did, it was based on a contract. It's not a cash. But that contract was valuable because it was one of the ministries. So it turns with us a lot in how we do it. But if you stop and you are afraid, no, I will be failing or I cannot do this, that's the problem. Entrepreneurship, it's about any person can be an entrepreneur if he can commit to what he's doing and he's not fear of any failure will happen.
And that's a very important point. I think the another aspect can be, which I can translate your words into this, that you need to stay in the game.
Yes.
If you are there in the game, if you have that kind of the commitment, discipline, as well as that kind of that you're not going to fear like you are going to lose, then you will be successful, right? This leads to my next question, Dr. Hisham. So we have all seen how UAE has evolved in terms of the fintech and other aspects of the business, right? So what, as per your experience, what do you think it makes UAE such a fertile ground that a lot of companies, fintech, they're coming here and they're making it big? So
actually, I salute always and appreciate the leadership in United Arab Emirates. They had built something that is really unique, where you can test every regulation and you can test every solution, not for the current, it's for the future actually. So if you have a futuristic solution, you can test it here in UAE. I had been traveling to a lot of countries around the world, and we had also set up in Europe and in Africa and in Asia. But similar to what infrastructure and innovation in the UAE, they are not being it as only a book to use. No, it's currently within the DNA of the country.
Agree.
And it is within every ministry and within every local authority. So you will be finding that competition is really advancing the country. And they are trying to make a lot of an attractive culture for entrepreneurs to be here, innovation to be built here, to be made in UAE. And it's helping with that, there's an ROI. It's not only you have an accelerator or an incubator program, you do your startup and then you are done with that. No, you have a market where you can test internationally your product. This is the only market where you will find all type of nationality who will be testing your product, right? We are not example in Jordan or Egypt or India or Spain, where you will be testing a local market, right?
Yeah.
And then you can call yourself international. Only in UAE, you are international day one.
I agree.
Right? Because you have all nationalities here who can test your product. The second part is really the regulation is really helpful.
Yeah.
Here, they are opening to listen to your ideas. They are opening even to put a regulation for it. Today, while we are sitting, I think is the first day for the autonomous taxis in Dubai.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
It is the first time. Still, it is in San Francisco and California. It is on testing.
Yeah.
Here today, it is there. Today we have the cyber products. Those cyber products actually being adapted by the country and being regulated with e-crime divisions in every police center.
Interesting, yeah.
So they are empowering the business, empowering the innovation, empowering the culture, making it not only a requirement. No. It is something they will think 360 about it. That's how UAE is pushing entrepreneurship. That's level they are looking for it. As also a pillar of a GBD for the country, it's playing a big role.
Then that's a very interesting point, because whenever you talk to the other entrepreneur who are into different countries, who have not lived here in UAE, right, they always think UAE that it's just you can save tax here, right? But the aspect which you have mentioned, I think nobody think about it before coming here, but once they are here, they are able to understand it's not only about the saving the taxes, right, but it's about doing the ease of the business, like how easily you can set up the company. So I still remember when I was the opening my company Sandbox Security, right, I got the license within 1.5 days. That's easy, like you just need to give your document and you will get it. So that's ease of business, right? So that makes, I think, UAE is a beautiful place to have a business and rise of the UAE, right? If I again come to the my next question, which is more aligned with your another company, which is Click to Secure, right? So Click to Secure, as I understand correctly, they are into the healthcare sector, right? Health insurance, right? And we were also discussing about the AI and health insurance and other things. So how do you see the AI is affecting the health insurance market, and how it is giving the benefit to that industry? So I want to have your view on that.
Click to Secure actually it was built to serve a purpose, and it was building to be a digital platform to enhance the accessibility for patients or users or beneficiaries, and the insurance company to digitalize their products. Today, Click to Secure is using AI not to replace anyone, but it's to enhance the process itself. So instead of giving me your whole detail again, no, that can be already done in one click. AI can help us also in customer engagement. We implement AI within a Click to Secure to help the insurance sector or insurance companies to be more having a seamless process actually in the sales itself. So instead of taking 1 day to get your insurance, through Click to Secure you can take it in 3 minutes. That's the difference. Now there is certain criteria need to be set up so you can be able to achieve that level of timing, where we Click to Secure is helping you with that. Now also we are collecting the feedback, collecting the customer behavior. All of this we are turning it into a data and points where the insurance company can take more decision about it. Also in the renewal part, AI is also building that knowledge base where, let's say that you buy an insurance today and your renewal is after 365 days, the AI will help us to re-push again for you the renewal terms and when you should renew your policy. We are not taking AI into underwriting process currently. We still want to look into it in a different way. We want the AI to be a partner instead of the whole thing which we are depending on it. My idea about how to use AI is little bit different, because to get the benefit from the AI, I need more to train him on what my culture is requiring, my business model is requiring, and how it can benefit the insurance company itself. It's easy to do an automated system, but to include that AI, we try to use the AI in a way it will not replace a human. At the same time, it will give me the benefit of enhancing the process itself. So if it can eliminate a document, then AI will do it. It require an extra document, then AI will do it. At the same time, I'm preserving that I require compliance to be there and security level to be there at the same level. This is how we are using it.
That's an interesting point which you have talked about, Dr. Hisham. And in fact, I was going through with your different companies' profile also, and I understood that Click to Secure is IS 27001 compliant. Then you have SOC 2 also, and the other company PayD is also PCDS compliance, right? So I've seen, like, as a founder and CEO, as an entrepreneur, right, you are also security conscious, and we keep talking about trust, right? And we understand security. If you have all these certifications available, that automatically build trust to the customer, right? So from your this journey of the cybersecurity in terms of your different companies, right, what are the few learnings which you can share with us? You think that, Rahul, these are the important point which any entrepreneur should see it from a cybersecurity perspective? Because the new companies which we have seen, right, they see cybersecurity as a overhead, as a burden, right? But for you, it's clearly the enabler, right? So what is your advice on that?
Actually, it's advisable for everyone to start from day one to put cybersecurity as an element, an essential element for their business, for 3 reasons. Cybersecurity, it means the trust.
Yep.
Right? Everybody will be trusting your level of security and how they will be looking into your company, what company can be delivered on that level. Second is even your employees. Then they will have that mindset. Everything they are doing, they will be respecting what you are doing. If my employees or my team know that cybersecurity for us is not an add cost, they will have that in their mindset. So even their service will be changing. Even the way we are producing the products or service, it will be in a different level. We will be valuing what we are doing. And the third part is how the companies and how the authorities will be dealing with you. It's a total different level. Today, if I am compliant, having a cybersecurity in place, having my certification, demonstrating what I'm doing. It's not only I'm having that certificate and keeping it. No. I'm demonstrating what is my value. I will be gaining a better place within the market. Even if I don't have a high growth, but I have a sustainable and longevity in my business. This is why cybersecurity is very important for us, actually. We did not look into it as only a cost that we need to take it and renew it. No. We keep it as a mindset. We keep it in our DNA now. And with the latest incidents happen, we were, alhamdulillah, not affected.
I think this is something which I can relate to when I was having a discussion with your team members like Samir and other people, right? I can see, as you mentioned, like the DNA, cybersecurity DNA is there in your team members or the organization itself, right? And I think I have seen that whenever I was talking to your team members, they were always
conscious about it.
Yes, conscious about that. Which brings to the next question, basically. So the PayD, right? As we have certified PayD on the PCI DSS, and we have seen what kind of controls you have implemented. So PayD is definitely making a lot of noise and waves in the fintech industry, right? So what made you think, or what made you decided that this particular gap which is there in the industry and PayD should have to be exist, right? So what that one particular thing was there?
PayD is really a story that solved a problem for us in 2019. But to take it to the next level, we need to be certified. We need to be having our KPIs to make the market trust us more. That was the PCI DSS. It was very important for us at that time. As you saw and you said that the team was working on there, PayD did not stop for 1 minute during the whole incidents. Why? Because everything was in place, risk assessment was there, and risk plan was there. So alhamdulillah, we did not stop, and all our partners was happy with us. As I said, we built it to solve our own problem, but the second level was the service was really good, where other partners are coming in and other vendors are coming in. But yes, it was very important for us to see how PayD can go for the next level, actually. And for that, we need to grow our back end and backgrounds, and to see how we can enhance this.
See, the continuation to our discussion on the cybersecurity, right? So we have discussed this many times, like security first culture in the organization, right? So what do you think what does that mean to you in the organization, security first culture? What is your opinion on that?
If it's a rule book, it's easy. Everybody will go and follow the rule book, and that's it. Nothing will happen. We did this because the incident is A, the response is B. But for us, no. We are looking into having the mindset. Everybody who come and think about it with their talks, with their behavior, with their actions, with the time they are communicating with the client, the time they are communicating with the vendor, designing a product. It's very important for us to make it in our DNA, and to make it as a something which is not only an extra burdening. No, it is next to the operation, finance and accounts, cybersecurity.
Yeah.
So this is how we see it. But just only to have it as a book or a rule book, no, we are not looking for that. We value cybersecurity, and we are not the first, but we are among to take it and adapt it very fast, and it show the result.
I think that is interesting, as you mentioned previously also, right? Like whatever the geopolitical situations are going on, and you are still like able to serve to the community, right? That was interesting because most of the business, they were affected by this particular thing. So I think somewhere that cybersecurity, disaster recovery, which you have built, and that is there in the DNA of the Payday and Click to Secure, right? I think that was the reason why you were able to stood and serve the community, right? Dr. Hisham, we also discussed something about the emotional intelligence, right? And you are coming from that side where the medical side, basically, where we talk about like emotional intelligence, right? So in the world of where we are talking about the machines, code, algorithms, how do you see the secret ingredients of emotional intelligence is serving you as a CEO in the different industry?
AQ, it helped me a lot in understanding our employees, understanding the business, understanding your vendors, understanding your clients, especially in insurance. Today, when I'm selling a medical insurance or it's going through the platform, I will be sad if it will not issue in 3 or 4 minutes, because I will know that somebody is waiting for it.
Yeah.
And even if someone who bought a new car, you want to insure it now because he will be happy to drive it.
Yeah.
AQ helped me to understand the business from a different perspective. It's why the people need your service or why they need that product. Even if you are selling a cone of ice cream. So I'm trying to put myself in that position. I will be happy to taste an ice cream or to drive a new car. That helped me to take decisions on how to deliver things much faster for the people. Understanding them, looking into the things when you are doing it with a passion, it's totally different. And the AQ, it's about understanding others mainly and understanding yourself, how you'll be reacting.
Okay.
So it helps a lot in that.
So I think that to understood why this is important, that is the important thing, in which I think you got it from emotional intelligence only, that why I am doing this thing.
Yes.
And that is something which entrepreneurs, they should be asking the question why, what they are trying to achieve with their product or the problem which as you mentioned, they are going to solve it, right? Dr. Hisham, I remember when we are having previously discussion about during the PCI DSS, right? For PD, you mentioned that your future plan on the PD side. So do you want to talk about any future plan with the PD? Where exactly you want to see PD in next 5 years? What are the new things which we are going to bring into that?
Thank you, Rahul, for this. And actually, you are a partner in what we are doing. It's growing, actually. Today in PYD, we are looking to do a lot of services which is related to informed decision claim submissions or claim payouts. Today, we are testing a lot of payout services integrated with MasterCard and Visa. And that, for sure, it needs a higher security level.
Yeah.
Because it takes authentication 1, 2, and commerce-to-commerce, peer-to-peer commerce payments. But we are trying to see on how paid can be incubated more within the same health tech and insurance industries, because there is a lot of payouts. That's a market is almost 50 billion dirhams here in UAE. And for that also we had already passed our first certification level with Central Bank of UAE. Now we are on the second. Yeah. It will be soon. But yes, what we are testing is how to, let's say that you had a car accident, right? Yep. And you will be submitting a claim for the insurance company. We want paid after the decision of the insurance company to be able to pay you directly through that authorization code. So this is what we are trying to achieve in paid. Within the 5 years, I believe that we would like to be a company that will be working more with community. We are figuring our ways how to be more supportive for them. Currently, what we are doing, we are sponsoring some of the football and volleyball teams.
Oh, okay. That's
To see how we can do an introduction also to FinTech 101 for e-commerce students here and in India and in Egypt. But yeah, the company need to grow to a level where it can really be a solution, a first choice solution for payouts and acquire at the same time.
so, Dr. Hisham, I can see that, like, when you are running two company, Click to Secure and Paydy, right? I can see definitely in future the total synergy in both the companies, where you are having the insurance from one company and automatically pay out from the Paydy, right?
Yes.
That is something integration.
We're trying to keep the ecosystem.
Yeah, that is interesting. That is interesting. Dr. Hisham, I also understand that you are the angel investor, right? And you have invested money in a lot of companies, right? So what do you see in any company or in a founder, that one quality where you see and that make you invest in that company? So what is that?
It's the commitment actually of the founder himself. I invested in certain small companies and not big tickets. I'm still not doing the big tickets, but I'm really invested in a decoration company, because the founder, she is really great person and she knows what she's doing. She have that artist and she have that touch. Also, I had invested in a basketball player.
Oh, okay.
He is having basketball. He's forming a basketball team for disabled.
Interesting.
Yeah, and those who are studying in the schools. So he's going to the schools. He's getting them, training them. We buy the wheelchairs for them, and he's creating teams to compete. So that's like something for the community. Also, one of the startups which I had invested in is a startup that will provide you with a trusted companion for your parents or kids to go to hospital. With the current fast traveling.
Yeah.
But why I'm mentioning those? Because the people behind it, they are really committed. It's not the huge ideas, but the purpose of it and how they are passionate about makes me invest in it more and look into them.
So I think the commitment, the purpose is important.
Yes.
It's not about the idea, it's
No.
about the individual, how they are going to make a difference.
And the purpose, when it's coming that your purpose is for others, it's really will be paying back. Today, paid example, you have a lot of competitors.
Yeah.
Click to Secure, there is a lot. Management consultancy, there is a lot. Construction companies, there is a lot. But you can invest still in one of them if you find your purpose.
Yeah.
And today, I like the Stripe model. And I wish that Paid can go to the Stripe model, where you can have a 360 of issuing your license, issuing your visa, doing the payment. Now, if there is a small company who's doing this in a new country, I may invest in that. But as long as the founder or the team, they have that committed and passion to what they are doing.
That's very interesting, Dr. Hisham. And clearly I can see, like, you have founded like different healthcare, health tech probably, and the fintech companies, and then you are going totally into different, like, decoration, basketball, kind of different industry altogether. It's very interesting. Dr. Hisham, few different personal question probably, if I ask apart from the business, right? So what is the one small daily habit which keeps you sharp as a leader, where I can understand managing different companies and being a CEO of different companies is difficult, right? So what is that one ritual which is there?
If I will tell you that, you will be laughing at me. I like to disconnect. So I will be taking half an hour or 1 hour without talking to anyone, without answering my mobile, without doing anything, just to sit, calming down, thinking about what happened, thinking what I need to do, but without any interference from anyone. I will just have my cup of coffee. I will not even look into my mobile. I will just have a small piece of paper and write drawing on it or something like that, just to recharge my mind. I like to go to the gym. Sometimes I like to talk about subject which is totally different. I'm a big fan of Indian movies. With Malayalam and Tamil and Telugu languages. So I like to have my own time, which I will be disconnecting from everything and just to think about what can be happening, what news we had, how things can be better. That's what I'm trying to do to keep myself up to what level I'm doing. Still, it's very important to know that because of the team and because of the family, you can do more and more.
Yeah.
That's very important to give them the credit about it. It's the team with you and your family. That's
See, it's very simple, right? Like, you just need to digitally detox for 1 hour a day and you will be more productive, right? And first, I think you have to take care of yourself, your health, your family, then automatically that, the focus and commitment will automatically come towards your company perspective. It's as simple as this, right? So my last question to you, Dr. Hisham, like, if one bold prediction you have to make about the fintech industry for the next 5 years, what do you think what that can be?
Actually, in UAE we are currently testing the future. This is my belief. Whatever we are doing currently, this is one part of the future. We want to think about the second level. Fintech is a big, and it can be serving a lot. It can help communities. It can replace a lot of problems, solutions. Today we are looking into still the first steps of fintech actually. But yeah, it can change people's life if it had been deployed correctly, if it had been deployed in a proper way. It's not only about payment acquiring or payment payouts. It's about moving goods, moving commerce between nations. Today in Africa, they are 100% cashless.
Yeah.
Today we see a lot of solutions can be by taxis, using it, by small shops, tailors, peer-to-peer. There is a lot of solutions that had been built. For us, we believe, or for me, I believe that still it is a huge market, a huge gap still in our MENA region, which can be filled. We are still maybe one over 100 from the total international transaction. There is a lot of people which I respect and admire within our market. Teller, MyFatura, Amazon Payment Services, which is been acquired. They had acquired Souq before. In the region, we have Jada, Stripe, Fatura in Egypt, Network International, Magneti. All of them, they are really doing a great, and everybody is coming with a new solution that can help with the culture and can help with our businesses. But still, we have a lot to do, and the future is really endless for the fintech, especially in our region here. I cannot imagine where it can stop. But even lately, I saw a solution. Somebody is paying with the palm, like what Butem did. Some people had replaced the keyboard of the WhatsApp to be a keyboard for just entering the payment amount. Maybe tomorrow it can be by your face recognition or something like this, right? Still, it can help as long as it can help to move the solutions from A to B, getting you an access to your fund, solving your cash flow. Fintech can be a really a small bank within your hand. That's how I look at it.
That's very interesting, the small bank in your hand. And I think at the last it should be solving the problem. It should be making our life easy, right?
Yes.
Be it fintech or be it any other technology. So thanks a lot, Dr. Hisham. Thanks a lot for your time.
My pleasure, Rahul.
For all the insight which you have given in terms of the fintech industry which we are having in this region, the healthcare industry, and all the good works which you are doing it, right? And once again, thanks a lot, Dr. Hisham.
Thank you, Mr. Rahul, and I really happy to be with this with you in the first episode, and I wish you all the success. And really, our journey with Sandbox was really great, and we are looking to develop this more and more, and we see there's a lot of things can be achieved. Especially currently now you will be on demand actually because of the cybersecurity, and that's a big market which is coming up currently, not only in UAE but in the whole GCC region. And my journey is a small journey comparing to others and your experience which I know about, and my fellow entrepreneurs. And again, it's thanks for a country that support entrepreneurship and innovation. And thank you for the great host today.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.